Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a grand solar minimum update on Monday, October 22nd, 11:03 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. You're about to witness a spectacular eruption of Sakurajima happening just an hour ago as I was compiling the data for this video. Now, this mountain has been active continuously for years, but in recent weeks, the explosive nature has quieted off until we've had a run of 3 straight days of high cosmic ray flux. This is the result of cosmic rays heating the magma in the subsurface. And it has to go somewhere, so it comes out. Now, real quick volcano lesson on this cinder cone. You can see the gaping hole here in the top of the crater. Now, compare that to what this minor eruption happening now at VEI-1. This was probably a VEI-3 explosion that blew the top of this off. So we're waiting for Sakurajima to explode in similar fashion in the coming months. But this is a gorgeous eruption happening just moments ago, and I wanted to share it with you. Thank you, Volcano YT, for that excellent footage as usual. We can run it through quickly. I'll just give you an idea. See it? And it has since quieted down. We're going to check it out live in about 10 minutes. Potentially catastrophic Category 5 hurricane Willa aims Mexico. Currently sitting at Cat 4 off the shore here. Potentially catastrophic Category 5 hurricane Willa is moving northward, expected to produce life-threatening storm surge, wind and rainfall over portions of west central and southwestern Mexico. These are mostly uninhabited regions with low populations, but this is going to wreak havoc as it comes in through the U.S., even potentially bringing snow to the Appalachians. Yes, Willa could bring snow to the Appalachians. We're going to check on it. Many mid-Atlantic mountain locations saw their first accumulating snowfall this weekend. As we predicted, a powerful cold front that swept through the mid-Atlantic late Saturday helped set up for the first measurable snowfall of the year for many of the mountains in the mid-Atlantic. About 1 to 3 inches was common in the high country of West Virginia, Maryland, and PA. As the snow wound down Sunday morning, while this kind of snow event is far from disruptive in places that receive upwards of 100 to 150 inches of snow a year, the first accumulations of winter is nonetheless an important milestone, especially coming so early. Yes, beautiful, good news there for ski resorts. 2 snowstorms may target the northeast U.S. through late October as abnormally cold air persists. Grand solar minimum much. With the exception of a day here and a day there, the overall weather pattern will remain chilly in the northeast. Yeah, for 10 days at least. Opportunities for snow through the end of October. Typical highs in October range from the upper 40s in Maine to 60 Fahrenheit in New York. It hasn't been that way. In fact, this week it will average 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit below normal. Yes, that's boom. He can't even figure it out. He's from New York, and he doesn't understand why the temperature's dropping. The pattern will bring snow showers over the Great Lakes and may bring steady snow in parts of the central and northern Appalachians and perhaps closer to the coast, depending on the formation track and strength of the storms and the impending grand solar minimum. The most significant blast of chilly air so far this season brought snow showers for the first time this autumn to many areas of the upper Midwest, the interior Northeast this weekend. Much of the region got a little break from the harsh cold wind, rain, and snow showers on Monday, but yeah, the shit's about to hit the fan. Let's check the GFS models, and there comes the snow. Ho, 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 dumping as it goes. Man, and there's that blizzard hitting Wyoming, and it keeps coming. Whew. Let's look at it again. Pause it through Wednesday. Heavy snow in northern Maine, moving into the Adirondacks, White Mountains. Yeah, and some lake effect there in western New York and PA. But in the meantime, out here, we're going to get dumped in the mountains. And then next weekend, let's take a look. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are the remnants of Willa dumping heavy snow. Yeah, 2 feet of snow in the snowshoe area. Poconos, you're looking up to, quite a significant amount, 3 or 4 more inches for this time of year. And then heavy snows, more heavy snows in Maine, another 6 inches. And then that blizzard moves in from Canada, moving down through Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Nevada, Utah, and bringing us some white global warming heaven. Look at this, 23 inches up on the border of Alberta and British Columbia. Insane. Look at the totals. Central Canada expected to pick up 1 to 1.5 feet of snow as we go into November. And these models are getting snowier and snowier day after day. Like I've been saying, UK weather alert, Britain set for 10-day Arctic blast, worst freeze since beast from the east. Bitter polar winds, snowfall, and blizzards will plunge Britain into a 10-day Arctic blast this week as savage winter freeze grips the nation. Bone-numbing gales will tear in from the North Pole on Friday, pushing temperatures widely below zero as forecasters warn extreme cold weather will hold out until November. Worrying weather charts show a risk of flurries across Wales, central England, and parts of the southwest within the next 7 days. Boom! Yeah, you better go buy up all those breads. 5 earthquakes recorded in England just days after fracking restarted. Huh, say it ain't so. Yeah, it is. We've well known that deep well injection associated with the fracking industry, yeah, that's for wastewater, causes earthquakes. We have the facts in Oklahoma, and now it is extending into other regions in the U.S., including Texas. Heads up, Amarillo. But just days after fracking restarts in England, 5 earthquakes are recorded. Yeah. It's because they love you so much. Powerful M6, M6.8 and M6.5 earthquake strikes 200 kilometers southwest of Port Hardy, Canada, resulting in nothing but a bunch of people shitting their pants. No tsunami. Now this happened just around 5 UTC on October 22nd, just 24 hours ago as I'm speaking, with the M6 hitting at 6:16 UTC and then the 6.5 at 6:22. These are all at a shallow depth, but no damage is reported. And now let's check the seismic update here. We have a red dot in New Caledonia kicking off at 65 kilometers at 5.2 just moments ago, and a 5.7 in Japan at 34 kilometers. I'm sure there is some damage associated with that. A 4.9 kicking off in Venezuela as well. And then the Port Hardy quakes off the coast in the Cascadia fracture zone. There is a definite uptick. We've seen 4 magnitude, 5 magnitude, now 6 magnitude. Where do you think it goes from here, folks? Krakatoa as well, uptick. Krakatoa volcano news and eruption updates. Yes, Ana Krakatoa. New lava flow moving south. Smoke moving west. Take a look. The circle I'm forming now is the caldera form when Krakatoa went a blowa back in the day. And now Ana Krakatoa in the center is rebuilding the pressure. Do you think this little hole and this little lava flow is going to release the pressure of this volcano? Let's hope so. Worldwide volcano news update. Krakatoa, Dukono, Sakurajima, Sabankaya, all erupting. Cosmic ray flux Let's come over to the live stream here, and you can see Sakurajima has now quieted down. Cucino Rabu is lightly smoking here. We have Asama, Popo, quiet as we watch. Stromboli, quiet. Torialba, quiet. What's going on over at Popo? Come check it out. Give him a thumbs up. Tell him Diamond sent you. No, a volcano on Mars is not currently erupting. This is according to Forbes and Ben Davidson. Now, I looked at this article and I've read it in depth. And here's the plume in question. Arcia Mons here, where the quote-unquote cloud is forming. Now, I went to the paper, which goes all the way back to May 2005, where all of these scientists are going back to saying, oh, it's a cloud. It's a cloud that the ESA just filmed. And they use TES spectroscopic identification, and they saw persistent water vapor and ice clouds on the flanks of Arcia Mons back in 2005. I don't think anyone read this paper. That's what's embarrassing, because I did. And their conclusion is that this high area is causing the clouds. Now, the unfortunate thing is the cloud is emanating from this fracture. Man, these so-called scientists. The cloud is emanating from this exact geologic feature. If you read the 2005 paper, it concludes that the cloud is emanating from a non-interesting geologic rise with no interesting features. This area here. This is what's causing the clouds. The only problem is the cloud is coming out of this crack, not this rise. You know how I know? Because I'm going to show it to you. This is the rise they claim the cloud is forming on. Here is a cloud on that rise. But this stringer, this plume emanating from this fissure has nothing to do with this rise. Nothing. This is where they claim the cloud emanates from. This is where the cloud is emanating from. Wind direction is right to left. So if clouds are forming here, the cloud would come this way, off the arrow. Forbes. And it's not, because that's this area. It's coming from this spot here, which is this fracture. This black fracture here, which is a very significant fracture on Mars, very significant geologic feature, is where this is emanating from. Do you see this slot right above it here? Yeah, that's that. I'm going to leave you links to all this, and you do your own research. This paper is full of shit. This paper is garbage. It should be thrown out in the trash, except for the fact that there is a small cloud above this rise in this picture. Do you see it? But this cloud nucleating from this fissure has nothing to do with this geologic rise. Remember that the wind is right to left. So, the AGU paper back in 2005 has nothing to do with this particular plume that we're looking at. So all of you so-called researchers and scientists that went back to this, didn't read it, made a phone call to your friend and said that, oh, it's a cloud, you can suck it. Come get some. Because you're full of shit. The cloud is coming from this fissure, not from this rise. And if you want to prove otherwise, my number is 970-264-1073, and you can reach me at Oppenheimer Ranch at Gmail. You know where to find me. You just didn't do your homework. You just believed what the other mainstream scientists said in 2005. Said, yeah, it's a cloud. There is no volcanic activity on Mars. We know that because I read a paper and I called somebody. Do you know that Mars is likely to have enough oxygen to support life? I just thought I'd teach you something. So Forbes, you can go suck it. Because you didn't do your homework. No one does. This is coming out today. Breaking news. You can cut your cancer risk if you eat organic. Wow. These people are amazing. Yeah. Lowest sea ice ever. We're all going to die. This is this year, right now. That's last year. That's this year. There is more 5-meter ice in October than ever in the last decade. And it's all in the Northwest Passage. Look at how far south the ice is on Greenland right now. Last year, right now. Look at how far south the ice is in Newfoundland. Right now, last year, right now. The mainstream is full of shit, and I'm sick of it. Are you prepared? My Patriot Supply is a great place to get prepared. Water filtration, air purification, heirloom seeds, emergency survival food, and more. If you don't know where to begin, try the Preparedness Survival Tote. Now, this is guaranteed to save your ass if you put this in your vehicle because it has all survival. It's a full survival kit. It's like a Rambo knife with food. 120 bucks. I know it's a lot if you don't have a job or you live in a trailer or whatever. This is not for you. You go to Walmart and you buy the $1 1-pound bag of rice. Make sure it's enriched. But if you want a survival kit and you pay car insurance and you have a vehicle for 100 bucks, this kit kicks ass and takes names. It's got 72-hour food kit, cooking pot, heating units, 5-in-1 tool so you can eat, flashlight, ponchos, blankets, matches, whistle, light stick, fire sticks, pencil, notepad, orange tape, signal mirror, poncho, compass, rope, fishing line, hooks, sinkers, candles. Yep. It's a great place to start. If you're new to preparedness, you might have to ask yourself, where do you start? Right here, the Preparedness Survival Tote. Say no more. Comes with a folding stove and some sterno. Whew, that's amazing. Well, that's amazing too, but heads up. I'm sticking to my guns. If that's a lenticular cloud on Mars, then this is real. I have nothing more to say.